Okay, Libs, for real, it's been a hot minute now for all of your temper tantrums, your protests, your whining, your rioting, your stealing, your destruction. It's been 8 years of it. 8 years. Aren't you tired? Aren't your vocal cords tired? I don't understand how you still have vocal cords. I don't understand how you're still able to form sentences, let alone scream and yell. Don't you feel like this is getting you nowhere? It did not win you the election. It lost you the election. All of your temper tantrums and your martyr crap has lost you the election. And now here you are, continuing on into 2025. You're continuing your childish victim mentality behavior that made you lose the election in the first place. People don't care about your tears. They want to use your tears, soak them up, and spread them over a fire. No one cares anymore. I don't understand also how celebrities have the nerve to take over the Grammys and talk about how much that the trans flag is just so awful or deportation is so awful. And again, if they think that deportation is so terrible and awful, I'm not understanding why it is they have gates and security and locks on their doors. I don't understand why they don't open up all of their windows, unlock their doors, tear down their fences, take down their security cameras, get rid of their bodyguards, and use all of their square footage and all of their homes to stack bunk beds. Bunk beds over every square foot of their home. And even in their gigantic garages, hell, you can fit like 7 cars in most of their garages. Turn those into a little retreat for the illegal aliens. But to sit there and go on about how now is not the time to forget about the trans. No one's forgetting about the trans. Instead, they're saying we already have an American flag. We have the American flag, and that is the OG diversity flag. That is the OG flag that represents every single person from all walks of life. So to have a trans flag up is just simply redundant. Plus, you're singling out one group of people that happens to be the smallest percentage of people on Earth. Very, very small percentage of people, and you're singling them out. Yet, if we were to put up the Confederate flag, what if we put up the Confederate flag? Because I'm here to tell you there's more people that stand by and want the Confederate flag up than they do the transgender flag. And that sometimes, up to some of these people, the Confederate flag is just as important and just as historical and just as meaningful as your transgender flag. So what if we made you, what if we forced you to fly the federal flag, the Confederate flag over every federal building? You wouldn't like it. So sorry, my cat's doing a video bomb. So I don't think that you would really like that. Well, the transgender flag is the same. It represents a very small group of people. It's not saying that you're not accepted. It's not saying that no one cares about you, but you don't need an entire month when even our veterans and our military, even parents, don't get an entire month of celebration. We don't need an entire month of celebration. Just like we don't need an entire month of celebration to celebrate one particular race. All you are doing is keeping races in individual little boxes and putting labels on them, which I thought you did not want. I thought you wanted acceptance and everybody being different is amazing and everybody having different beliefs and different point of view is amazing and it's a rainbow of different people. But yet you want to label everybody and celebrate only certain individuals while completely neglecting others, just like with North Carolina. California somehow got all of the attention. And most of the homes that burnt down, although it is very sad and I feel horrible no matter how much money you have when your home gets destroyed with all your memories and your things, it's sad. But let's face it, most of those people, even without insurance, can still afford to build another home. Would it be a gigantic mansion? Maybe not. But could it be a mobile home and still have a roof over your head? Yes. You can afford a mobile home. You can afford a manufactured home. Whereas a lot of these people in North Carolina literally are homeless. They don't get put up in the Regent Beverly Wilshire. They don't get put up in fancy hotels in fancy parts of California. They didn't get the aid that California did. And yet they're sitting up there at the Grammys going, oh, It's such a tragedy. Really, what are you doing? Are you doing anything? Maybe they are. But where were you with North Carolina? You were okay with FEMA admitted that they purposely neglected any Trump supporter. They left Trump supporters to be hungry, to not have shelter, to not have any food, to not have shelter, to not be able to survive. They left them with their own devices, just left them for dead. And meanwhile, rushed to California's aid. And then what the hell is this about Beyonce winning Album of the Year, yet not a single song of hers was even nominated? So she's a Grammy whore. She's a Grammy whore. Her voice sounds like a dying cow, like a cow in heat. She looks like a heifer. She sounds like a heifer. And somehow she wins a Grammy for Album of the Year, even though not a single song was nominated. And yet these people in California, these celebrities, just think that they're so above everything. They think they're contributing to everything. Yeah, they contribute to the environment being crap because they have 7,000 cars. And even if there's 7,000 electric cars, that's even worse because all of those batteries are made by children. They're made by children. And those batteries have lithium in it that goes into the ground and completely ruins the soil. And you have to do that like every 10 years. And they ride around in their private jets all the time. So these same celebrities that have 1 million cars refuse to put up any illegal aliens into their garages or into their homes, and they complain about the border crisis, even though Obama and Clinton were 100%, Hillary Clinton and Obama, 1,000% putting up a wall. But if Trump is for putting up a wall, if Trump was for saving babies out of a burning building and saving kittens and puppies out of a burning building, you guys would somehow make that into a bad thing. It's just ridiculous. Stop. No one effing cares about your temper tantrums. No one cares. No one cares. We're tired of it. 8 years of this crap has made us a little immune to it. Just like calling us bigots and racist. Can you get a word a day dictionary? Do you think you could get a dictionary so you could learn some words? Just educate yourself in general. It's ridiculous. Grow up.